the worst part of online advertising. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I wanted to talk about one of the most common questions I get when people find out what I do. Is they're trying to figure out, okay, how do I advertise? How do I advertise online? How do I use Facebook? How do I use YouTube? Where's the best place to advertise? Will advertising work for me? I'm going to tell you the worst part about it is you can lose a lot of money really fast. I mean, faster than you can in Las Vegas or anywhere else. You can lose it really fast and have zero results, absolutely zero results showing up from doing advertising online. There's no one holding them to give you results. All they're saying is we are going to put your ad, whatever your ad is, in front of people's faces a few times for a certain amount of money. And we're not going to tell you exactly how many faces, and we're not going to tell you exactly who, and we're not going to tell you exactly how much money it's going to cost, but it's going to be roundabouts this much. So you can do that, and you can guesstimate and everything else, but you really should have someone on your team that's been through it before, that can have at least a decent educated guess on how to do advertising, that they've done enough of it before that they're not going to put you in a hole that you can't dig out of. So the most important thing is to start small. One of the main things you got to know right off the bat is you got to know what you're hoping to get from this advertising campaign, and it's got to be measurable. You got to have something measurable. So you either need specific visits to a website, you need specific action like a download of something or a signing up of something or a purchase of something. Okay, something specific. You need a specific action item, and you need a certain amount that you're wanting to get for the amount of money you're putting out. That's going to determine whether it was a success or not. If you don't have that initial thing right off the bat, you're not going to know whether it was successful or not. You put it out there and you go, "Well, I hope that worked." But if you don't have something you want out of it, if you're not doing the second step, which is tracking, you got to be tracking it. You have to have some way of tracking the result that you're wanting to get. So you have to have someone on your team that knows how to do that and is paying very close attention as to where people are coming from and what the action is that they're doing that you're hoping to record. So you got to know what you want, you got to track the event, and then you got to be able to look at the results afterwards and be able to determine whether it was a good use of money or not. And if it wasn't a good use of money, what do you do now? And if it was a good use of money, what do you do now? What's the next step? Some of these things, if you've already done online advertising, significant amount of online advertising, you're going to say, well, that's simple. Everybody knows that. And that's fine. I'm talking to people who a lot of times have never done it or have never been close enough to it. They've hired it out, but they don't really know what's going on. Understand these basics of online advertising, and you'll be able to get around the worst part of online advertising, which is just spending too damn much. You don't want to spend that much on advertising and not get results back that make up for the amount that you're putting out. Simple concept, right? Simple idea. Hopefully that's helpful to you. And if you're needing help on something like that, you're welcome to look into what I do. And I would really recommend you go out and get a copy of my book, the AmazonProofBook.com. You get a free copy over at AmazonProofBook.com. It's called The 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. And it includes just some of these thought patterns that you can have immediately before doing anything else. Hopefully, I know that book will be helpful to you, but then if you're wanting some specific help, I sell out my time to be able to do these type of things. If you qualify, you can find out more over at brianjpombo.com, or just read the book. It'll give you different options on things that you can do from that point on. AmazonProofBook.com. We'll be back tomorrow. You have a great night. Get out there and just let the magic happen, all right?